Welcome to the Simon Page Golf Academy. Look at the equality of items I now have here. Look, matches my top. Honestly, a plethora, I would say, of great items here. Also upgraded the computers this week as well, so we've got some fantastic golf courses available. Now, I was playing on said golf course with the club champion here, who is called Ollie Stevens. Quite a good player. And we've just played Pebble Beach, as you do. I know some of you American guys probably play Pebble Beach weekly normally, but we don't. It was lovely. Really enjoyed it. But what Ollie struggles with a little bit with his chipping, and it's something that I think really good players struggle with, and obviously he's a really good player. And I see this a lot, and it's probably the quickest way to verbalise it, is good players tend to have their right shoulder, as a simple concept, too low in their setup. Now, when we're hitting good golf shots, we want to be into our left side, as we know, with kind of right shoulder down and behind almost. Now, that's great for long game because I'm trying to hit it from the inside and release and give it a nice little kind of free kick through. But in a chipping sense, I'd like to see the club on a much steeper plane in the backswing. I don't want to ever see the club in here. And so I want to see the club on a steeper plane to allow it to drop and create nice, straightforward, simple shots using the club head, as all you good players should do. So, but what I see is good players go, oh, got to get my feet a little bit forward. I've been told to get my weight on my front foot. Can you see if I push my weight this way, now all of a sudden my top half works backwards. Now that gives that little kind of duffy and, oh God, don't duff it movement here. So I think the natural kind of instinct for all good players, a little bit open too much with their feet, let's say with their toe line open. But can you see, then it pulls me back here. And now they kind of, the more I push my knees forward, the more actually I lean back. The more I push my knees forward, the more I lean back. You can see how low my right shoulder becomes. So if I were to exaggerate said item, low right shoulder, inside and scoopy. You can hear that as a bad strike. Some of you would have quite liked it, but it's not what we want. So if I were to go the opposite way, I don't want you to point your toes backwards, but let's just say we pointed our toes backwards and just leant ourselves forward to square up. Can you immediately see how my top half, my head, my sternum are now more in front of the golf ball? Also, if I was to stand fairly square on to you guys and girls here, and I just raise, let's say, my right shoulder here, can you see how, again, instinctively, I've got a line here over my front foot, which is now going to allow the club to drop to that nice kind of what I call thuddy, punchy position in front here. So if I were to just push my knees back towards you as you are there, or feel my right shoulder is high, or a combo of both, what that's now doing is letting the club set in a much more natural way and allowing a much squarer and more, as I say, I like to call it thuddy, punchy, whatever it is, strike here. So we set the club up. I've got my shoulders high almost as I humanly can now. We're going to go stupid, look. And there's still that thuddy strike. Now, if I went completely the opposite, welcome to some of your worlds. Right foot and low. I think my prosecution rests there. I don't think we need to prove any more there. Make sure your right shoulder isn't low. So I would say, in a way, knees possibly slightly back, but feel your right shoulder's a little higher this week. Let me know in the comments how it goes. I'm always interested to see if things work. Logically, it's perfect. Doesn't always make it easy. Have a good weekend.